Welcome, guys, to one more class of English. I'm really happy to have you here. Today, we're going to learn how to use some verbs, some common verbs that are used in everyday conversations. So, I hope that this class can help you to do that. Okay, so remember, this class is common verbs. In this case, this is part number 12. And we are going to start with the word, each verb meaning, and the forms, the simple past form, the past participle form that they have. I'm going to show you how to use those verbs in a natural context, or how are they usually used. Okay, thank you very much for being here. And remember that today is just, all the class is just in English. So if you have a question, just write your question in the comments, and maybe I am going to help you with that, or some of your friends in this case can help you with the class too. Okay, so let's start with this. Thank you very much for sharing in this case the live. Guys, if you're here in YouTube, and remember to like the video, okay, leave a comment. And also in the case of TikTok, please remember to keep, in this case, tiki on the screen and share the live. If you can help me with the gifts goal, it could be like very good too. Okay, so I can have something to eat. So let's start with the first part. In this case, we're going to start with the first verb. In this case, the first verb is a word that everybody likes. In this case, this word is love. Does love mean, guys? What does it mean? What does love mean? If you can write the meaning in English, it would be even much better. Or you can write it in your own language too. Okay, let's start reading what we have here. Welcome, everyone. Nice to have you here. Thank you very much for your tiki-tikis. Okay, let me see. Isa, good afternoon. Nice to have you here. Gloria, good afternoon. Gabriela, good afternoon. Moni Dani, good afternoon. Okay. Is a positive feeling? Yes. To have some feelings for someone. Okay. Yes, in this case is to have or to show affection, right? Affection for someone, or when you like something very much. Okay, if you have something very much, we can say that you love something. Very good. Now, what is the simple past and the past participle? What are the simple past and past participle form, guys? Let's start. In this case, we have here love as a regular verb, and it ends in letter E. So we only add the letter D. Yes, and in the case of the past participle form, it is the same. We write the same verb and then we add an extra D. Now, what in this case is the pronunciation of this word? In this case, we don't pronounce the letter E here. Okay, remember, 95% percent of the cases, we don't pronounce the letter E. Okay, so or we pronounce this as loved, loved. Okay, loved. Okay, very good. Letter D here. Love, loved. Letter D. Okay, that would be in this case the correct pronunciation. Now, guys, I want you to write some sentences using this word. I'm going to give you some other examples, but if you know how to use this word, in this case this word, write your sentences there in the comments. So the first one, we say love someone. Okay, when we say love someone or love a person, we mean that we have a strong affection for this person. Okay, we can say, I love her, I love him, I love Julia, I love Mark. Okay, we are saying that we have a strong affection for them. In some cases, this could be something romantic. Okay, romantic. Or it could be something in the case, for example, of family, a strong affection, but not non-romantic, not in a romantic way. For example, if I say, I love my family, or I love my father, I love my mom, I love my brother, my sister. In those cases, we say that we have a strong feelings for them, but not in a romantic way. Okay, so it has two ways to use this. Okay, when you love someone, it could be in a romantic way or maybe just in an affectionate way. So let's continue with the next part. In this case, we can also use love something. Okay, something. So you can say this, no? I love my house. Okay. I love my car. I love my job. In this case, you can say, or you can use this, love. I love. I love internet. I love social media. I love TikTok. Okay. And teacher, I love your classes. In this case, we're using love something. Okay, love something. Or we can talk about animals, no? I love my dog. I love my cat. Okay, you can use in this case this way, or you can use it in this way. And remember, in this case, we don't use a preposition. Okay, we don't use a preposition here. What else? We can also say love, and then we use um, a verb. Okay, and remember in this case, it is okay to use ing. I love studying English. I love studying English. Okay, Anna, thank you very much for that heart. I really appreciate it. Guys, remember to, in this case, to leave your gifts and also your hearts, please. I would like you to do that because with that, our popularity increases and TikTok recommends us more. Okay, so if you can leave or if you can give me your heart, okay, it would be much better. Okay, see you, Simuoni. Thank you so much for that heart. I really appreciate it. Jay, good morning or good afternoon. How are you doing? I'm fine. I'm fine in my case. So in this case, we use ing. I love speaking English. I love studying math. I love cooking. Yeah, well, in my case, no. I don't love cooking, but there are a lot of people that love cooking. Yeah, I don't love it. Okay. But I cook because I need to survive. Now, we can also use this other way. Okay, we can use love, and in this case, we can use the infinitive form. We use the preposition to and the verb. Okay, I love to study English. I love to speak, in this case, Chinese. I love to cook Italian food. I love to swim. So in this case, you can use both. Okay, you can use this and this have the same meaning. Okay, both. Okay, both ways or both structures have the same meaning. Okay, both of them have the same meaning. But if we talk about spoken English, this is more popular. Okay, for spoken English, for everyday conversations. You are going to listen, or I recommend you to use this. Hey, I love cooking. I love speaking English, but this is also possible. Okay, and this is a little more popular in spoken English. Okay, so that's what we have here in this case, guys. A ver, let's check another example here. Let me see if I have another example. Mm, Everything is okay. Check in this case. This. Now let's check someone. In this case, your sentences. Welcome everyone, guys. Nice to have you here. Okay, let's read your sentences here. What do you have here? I love my children unconditionally. Okay, or I have unconditional love for my children. I love my children so much. They are my life. Okay, great. I love his attitude. Simone, yes, that's right. I'm okay, Anna, hello. I have I love my kids. Or maybe you can say I will love my kids forever. Okay, I love my kids forever. I love going to the beach. Very good. I love going. Perfect. I'm listening in this case, Anna. I'm listening a song. Okay, I'm listening a song. It says when you love someone. Okay, its title is, no? Or its name is. Okay. When I was a teenager, Nessa, I loved going hiking to the forest with my friends. Very good. Going. I love him so much, but he was just playing with my feelings. Yeah, that's very common. I love to learn English with teachers. Okay, Charlie, hello, how are you doing? Maybe you can say with you, no, with you, teacher, or with. In this case, we can use the word Mister Pizarro, Mister Pizarro. I love all my family. Yes, very good. I love my kitty. Great. I love my country. Okay, Calistenia, hello. I love watching funny movies. Okay, I love learning English and I hope I never get bored of it. Of it. Never get bored of it. Okay, very good, guys. Let's start with the first dictation. Okay, with the first dictation or with the first sentence of the dictation. Okay, let's see. They love spending time together. Listen, all right. They love spending time together. They love spending time together. I love eating when someone like you is teaching. Oh, I can't couldn't read that. Okay, I love eating when someone like you is teaching for improving our English. I consider that generous, maybe. That's all right. That's incredible, amazing, outrageous. I love eating, Isa. I love eating. Or maybe you can say, I love to eat. You have two options there. I love sharing time with with my girlfriend or relatives. Oh, you are very good. I like your sentence too. They love spending time together. Yes. I love watching. I love watching someone like you who is teaching. Okay, who is teaching to improve or for improving our English. hmm Period. I consider that's great. Yeah. Remember to use in this case the correct punctuation, guys. Okay, Jay. Very good. Very good. Don't forget to use periods and commas, guys. It's very important. We are in a social media, okay? But it's very important that you can use it if you want to write proper English. Okay. Okay. Let's start. They love. Okay. They love spend. Look at this. No spend. ing. Spending. They love spending time together. We can also say they love sharing time. Sharing time together. Yes, very good. Okay, let's continue with the second part. In this case, we're going to continue with this verb. This verb is very useful, but at the same time, it's very important that you can learn how to use it. Okay, in this case, this verb is made. Got it. Sorry, make. Make. What's make mean, guys? Okay, try to think what a good definition could be. I need to, I think we need to add more ink to this. So, what is the meaning of make, guys? What do you think its meaning is? Mm, let's check it out. Make is a very incredible verb. You can use it for many things. It has a lot of uses. It has a lot of uses, plenty of uses, plenty of ways to use. Let's check it out. To make money, okay. Okay. To do something. Okay. Yeah, that would be like the most basic thing, right? To do something with your hands. Yes, to do something with your hands. Like that is like the basic, in this case, way to do something. Mm, now, that is not the only one, okay? In this case, make could also mean to, in this case, to proceed doing something. For example, in some cases like physical, another not or more figurative. So let's start checking, in this case, when we can use this. We can use make for a lot of things. So let's start checking first the simple past and past participle form. Okay, let's check them. May, made. Yes, very good. Maybe you have read when this phrase, right? When you were a kid, I remember I always read this phrase on my toy. Every time I had a new toy, we also have this made in China, right? I remember a lot of my toys had this phrase on them, made in China, made in China. Made in this case comes from the past participle form. Okay. Made in China, made in Taiwan, I don't know, maybe in Malaysia. Okay. This is a very recurrent okay, phrase. Now, let's start talking about some phrases where we can use make. Okay. As I mentioned, okay, you can use make for physical things. Okay, for example, make something. Okay, make something. For example, we can say make dinner. We can say, oh, we have to make dinner. Okay, I have to prepare or I have to make dinner. Okay, what else? We can also say make um make a dress. Hey, I make a dress. Okay, I make a dress. make a cake. Okay. So when we say this, for example, is or we refer to or is very similar to create. Okay, to make or to create something. Like make dinner. No? We have to prepare dinner. We have to make a dress. We have to design dinner. And we are talking about make a cake, like bake a cake. Okay, or we can say make a house. Make a house. So in these cases, we are talking about um, preparing or creating something. But it is very common that we start depending on make. Okay. Some people start like, oh, we can use make for everything. Okay, let's start using make for this a lot. And sometimes we we start being dependent on this verb. And that's something that is not very good, guys. In a basic level, yes, you can say make dinner, we can say make a cake, make a house, make a dress. In a basic level, that's very, eh, it's very okay. Okay, it's okay. But now that you are an intermediate or an advanced student, okay, don't depend on this verb. Okay, you need to, in this case, try to use other alternatives. For example, instead of saying making dinner, we can say cook dinner. Okay, we can say cook. Oh my gosh, can't read this. Okay, we can say cook dinner. We can say prepare dinner. Okay, cook dinner. Instead of saying make a cake, we can say, for example, sew, sew a dress. Instead of saying make a cake, what can we say, for example, here? We can say bake a cake. Oh, I'm baking a cake, or I baked a cake. In that case, we can use that. Make a house. Instead of saying make a house, what else can we say here? In this case, we can say build a house. Okay, build a house. So, guys, again, it is very good that you can use make in these situations. This is, in this case, correct. Okay, if we're talking about grammar, this is correct. But if you want to uh, talk as an intermediate or an advanced student, or if you need to speak as an intermediate or advanced student, you need to try to find other verbs, okay, specific verbs for, in this case, expressing the same meaning. Okay, so if you're saying make all the time, you are being dependent on this word. That's not appropriate, guys. Okay, be careful with that. Be careful with that, okay? Not everything in life is make, okay? We can use other options. So that's very important. And now let's check other examples, okay? Let's check other examples that are going to help you. Okay, let's, for example, talk about, oh, this is a collocation. Okay, the make a decision. Okay, make a decision. We can also say, for example, I finally made a decision. Okay, I finally decided. Huh? I finally decided, or what is more common in this case is to say make a decision. You have to make a decision quickly. Okay, we have to, in this case, make a decision right now. Okay, we have no time. We're running out of time. Okay, to make a decision. What else when we say here? In this case, okay, to make an effort. Okay, to make an effort. Oh, make a big effort to arrive early. Okay, my mom or my parents made a lot of efforts. Okay, to buy a house. They worked a lot. They made a big effort, or they made a lot of effort, okay, to buy a new house. Okay, that in this case, what we, and that's another way that we can say that. And in China, yes, make up your mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but make up your mind is like make up in this case is phrasal verb. Okay, you gotta be careful with that. What else can we say, for example? We can say make friends. Okay, make friends. Okay, she's very friendly. It is very easy for her to make friends. Okay, there are some people that are very sociable, that are very extrovert. And for them, it is very easy to make friends. And there are other people that have like a very difficult attitude, and sometimes they don't make friends very easily. Yes, in that case, we can use make friends. So, guys, don't be, in this case, these are collocations, okay? Remember, these are collocations. Collocations. Words that always go together. In this case, we can't replace, in this case, make. In the first group, yes, we can say make dinner or cook dinner. Make a dress, to dress, tailor a dress. Okay, but in this second group, it is not like that. It's not like we can say take a decision also, but make is appropriate here. Okay, this is the only choice. Make an effort, make friends. Okay. For example, if I say make the bed. What does make the bed mean, guys? Do you make the bed after you get up? Okay. Do you make the bed? Do you usually make your bed? Sometimes people forget to make the bed. Okay. And they just leave home. Okay. And their bedroom is a mess. It's a disaster. Okay. Make the bed. So this is the second group, okay, guys? The first group, yes, we can replace the verbs. In the second group, no, we can't do it. Okay, guys, please, we are only nine Ks. I would like you to help me with that every morning. Yes, very good, guys. Okay, help me with this because we need to reach 40Ks, okay? 40K of likes. Help me with that. Number one. Number two, help me with the shares here, okay? Please share the live if you can. And help me with this, with the goal of gifts. Okay, give me a heart, please, so it can help me and TikTok can recommend the class to more people. Okay, so in that case, we can use make. Now, we can use, for example, make for another thing. Okay, this is the second group. These are called collocations. Okay, collocations. Words or phrases that always go together. Now, their use of make in this case could be, okay, make someone, and then we can use here an adjective. Okay, make someone an adjective. For example, we can say, eating chocolate makes me happy. Makes me happy. Every time I eat chocolate, I get happy, or I become happy, or it makes me happy. Traffic or driving and the traffic makes me angry. Okay, makes me angry. Okay, we can also say, for example, make someone excited. The movie or the trailer of the movie made all the public excited. Okay, all the public excited. So in this case, it means that you are, in this case, you are having this feeling. Okay, maybe you can talk about angry, happy, depressed, excited, bored. Okay, you can use that a lot. Okay, maybe you can say, hey, why don't you send flowers to your girlfriend? Flowers always makes women happy. Okay, well, it makes women happy. Yeah, we are very happy, right? Every time that we receive a gift. Okay, we receive a gift. Yeah, what is that? Oh, car, yes. I hate traffic. Okay, make someone, and then you add here an adjective. Okay, make someone happy, make someone angry, make someone stressed. It makes me stressed. Okay, you can also say that. Now, um, in the other case, we can say, for example, again, we can say make someone, and then we can use here a verb. Make someone, and then we use a verb. Okay, thank you very much, Samia, for your gift. I really appreciate it. Okay, make someone, and then we use an action. For example, my mom always makes me brush my teeth. Okay, when I was a child, my mom used to make me, okay, brush my teeth. Okay, I didn't want to, but my mom make me do it. Okay, make me do the thing. Make someone do it. Um, I'm going to make you do your homework. Okay, maybe you don't want to do your homework, but I am going to. Uh, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to force you to do it. Okay, make someone, and then we use a verb. Okay, you can say, "Oh, you make the baby cry. You make the baby cry." Okay, the baby was sleeping, and maybe something you did, and then you make the baby wake up, and he started crying. Okay, so again, you can use make someone the adjective, or you can say make someone, and we use a verb. Okay, she makes me cook. I don't want to cook, but my wife makes me cook. Okay, I don't want to cook, but she forces me to do it. Well, let's start checking in this case your sentences, guys. Please don't forget to keep tapping on the screen. It helps a lot. It is very helpful, guys. Let's see. Let's check it out. Okay, you make a decision to change your life. Okay, the fact is that I have to go to work makes me feel anxious. Yes, makes me feel. In this case, the verb. It makes me feel. And Okay, screenshot. Okay, good, good, good. If you want to make money, you need to be a hardworking person. If you want to make more, okay, share the life. Yes, please share the life. I made so much effort to be happy. Yes, I always make the bed after getting up. Great, very good. You need to be careful to make not to make mistakes. You need to be careful not to make mistakes or to not make mistakes. You need to be careful to not make mistakes. Okay, I made an effort of learning English. Okay, they make a big effort to build a house. Yes, very good. I like it. Jonathan, I'm from Peru. I'm not a native speaker. Okay, make yeah, 92 collocations. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, great guys. Very good. I don't make food. I don't make food at all. But I make to prepare pancakes for my children. But I no, but in this case, uh, I make me. Okay, it's like you force yourself, or maybe you can say, my wife makes me. My wife makes me to. Okay, makes me cook. And my wife makes me cook. Okay, that would be like a different idea. Let's start with the dictation, guys. Okay, don't make the same mistake twice. Listen and write. Don't make the same mistake twice. Don't make the same mistake twice. Listen and write, guys. Don't make the same mistake twice. Okay. Thank you so much for that heart, JW. I think it's JW, right? I can see your nickname. I can't read it, but thank you so much for your heart. I'd appreciate it. Okay, guys, please remember to help me with that. So TikTok or the algorithm can share the live more. Don't make the same mistake twice. Okay. Copy this, guys. I'm going to erase this because this is going to help you too. And it is very easy to remember it. Okay, this is a very complete explanation of how to use make. There's a lot of students, guys, that are uh, always have difficulties using this or trying to think, oh, do I use do or make? What do I have to use? So these are some examples there. And in the case of collocations, if you have some difficulties with this, try to look up on the internet and write collocations with make. Collocations with make. Write that in the browser, and you will find a lot of other examples using make in this kind of phrases. Okay. Well, let's start writing that sentence. Don't make that mistake. Okay, don't make the same. Okay, don't make the same mistake twice. Yay! That in this case is the correct sentence. Don't make the same mistake. Guys, it is okay to make mistakes, but don't make them twice. What does twice mean? What does twice mean? The word has so many meanings. Yes, it has a lot of different ways to use it. Yeah, it's like a chameleon sometimes. You can use it for a lot of things. Okay, twice. We're talking about in two opportunities. Two opportunities. It is good to make mistakes, but don't do it. Don't make them once and again and again and again. Okay. Try to learn from your mistakes. Okay, learn from your mistakes. Gabriela, thank you so much for your roses. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, let's continue with verb number three. Okay, there was a lot of things that I had to explain here in the case of May. Number three, let's talk about the word mean. Okay, what does mean, guys? What does mean? What does mean? Okay, what does mean? It has at least two or three meanings. Okay, it has two or three meanings. So, meaning number one. Okay, we're talking about um what something what does something signify? Okay, what does something signify? Or what is the definition of something? Okay, that is in this case what we have. Number two, in this case, to have an intention. Okay, number two, have an intention. For example, you can say, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't have the intention to do it. Okay, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't have the intention to hurt you. Okay, that would be in this case the second meaning. Okay, Susie, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And also mean could be when you consider something very important. Okay, when you consider something very important, you mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. Or maybe you can say, oh, this necklace means a lot to me, or it is very important to me. Okay, now guys, what are the simple past and past participle forms? Okay, what do we have here? Okay, Pokyo, today is only English Friday. I don't speak in Spanish, but if you come on Wednesday and Mondays, I also explain these words in Spanish. And I also think that it is very important that you can start learning English with English. Okay. Sometimes we learn English using Spanish, and that's good when we are in a basic level, it's okay. But if you want to make progress, you need to start using English to learn English. Okay. So if you're like the kind of person that always depends on Spanish to understand English, then you have a disadvantage there. Okay, you have a disadvantage. It's like wearing a life vest. When you're learning how to swim, you need to use a life vest. But if you want to progress, you need to start surviving or floating without a life vest. Okay, in English is with English is the same. So that's why I also have this type of classes. My personalized classes are very similar too, guys. I speak, or I try to speak 90% or 95% of the class in English. I just use the Spanish if in this case, if I want to, or if there is a definition that is very difficult. But as a teacher, you need to find ways to use in English to make your students understand the language. Yeah, make progress. Exactly. Very good. Okay, here many survivors. Okay, mean meant meant. Okay, very good. Mean meant meant. Okay, let's see some cases where we can use, in this case, mean. So the first, guys, every time that you find a new word, what is the question that you should ask? What does mean? Okay. What does mean? Every time that you find a new word, I don't know, let's see a word that you can say. What does basing mean? Basing, what does basing mean? No? So you can say, hey, what does this new word mean? What does basing mean? You can say that. Oh, thank you very much, Gabriela. Thank you. Okay, what does mean? Or we can say, what does other word, for example? We can say, for example, what does, mm, let's see, what does sunburn mean? Okay, I'm going to ask you this, guys. What does sunburn mean? What does sunburn mean? What does it mean? Don't be mean. Yeah, that is another way to use mean too. You know an adjective. Ah, yes, also, we have mean as an adjective. But I was explaining mean just in the case of its function as a verb. Okay, what does sunburn mean? Anyone? Anyone? Sunburn? What does it mean? Okay, sunburn, no. Okay, ain't. Ain't is when you don't have the intention to do something, no? I ain't going to do it. Well, I ain't do it. No, it's like I don't have the intention, or I don't. But it is for negative for a future, for something that is in the future. Okay, it ain't be possible. It's like, and it isn't possible. But ain't is very informal. You are going to listen to it in spoken English. It's okay to use it, but um, if you're learning English, it's good to know that word, but I don't recommend it to you too. Like, oh, I need to use ain't because I want to sound more casual. Not necessarily, because if there is a very casual conversation, yes, you're gonna use it. But a lot of people here needs English for an exam, or if you need English because you live in the United States, maybe you need English because of your job. And when you're at work, you are not going to say, "Oh, I ain't doing this," no, because it sounds very informal. You aren't going to use you can use ain't with a very close friend or a very close uh, workmate. But apart from that, no. So yes, summer. What's the meaning of that? Sunburn. Yes, in this case, that is the meaning. Okay, this one. Sunburn. Yes. You have to use sunscreen to avoid getting sunburn. Okay? That's in this case what we have here. So every time, guys, that you want a word and don't use Spanish, you have to say, teacher, I found a new word. What does mean? What does mean? We can use that. Now, look at this other. This is for a classroom. Okay, this is for a classroom. Now, in the case of an everyday situation, for example, you can say, "Hey, what does this mean?" Or what does it mean? We can say, what does it mean? Or what does this mean? What does it mean? For example, I don't know, maybe you find a text in your cell phone's, in your husband's cell phone from other girl. And in this text, it says, my love. Okay. So you want an explanation, right? And then you go with the cell phone and say to your husband, hey, what does this mean? What does this mean? I want an explanation. What are you doing? Are you cheating on me? Please tell me so I can make a decision about it. Okay. In this case, what does this mean? Or maybe you find, I don't know, you find a kiss or lipstick on your husband's neck. And maybe you say, hey, what does this mean? Why do you have this? Okay. Maybe you have a lipstick or I don't know, something like this, huh? In this case, a kiss in your husband's or in your wife's kiss. So you can say, hey, what does this mean? What does this mean? Why are you doing that? Okay. Why? I need an explanation. Yes. Are you cheating on me? Yes. Are you cheating on me? Yes. In that case, you can also use this. Huh? What does this mean? Or imagine in the case of your children, and you have in the case of your children, letter F in the exam. The teacher calls you, hey, calls you and say, your child, your daughter, your son got an F in the exam. And then you take the exam and ask your child, hey, what does this mean? Why didn't you study for the exam? I need an explanation. Okay, why were you doing? I need an explanation. What does this mean? Okay, so in this case, what does this mean could be used in other situations. Remember, every time that you're in the case of the class, in a classroom, you can say, teacher, what does uh, love mean? What does make mean? Okay, try to ask a lot of that. If you can use this for ChatGPT also. You can say, ChatGPT, please help me. What is the meaning of? No, what does make mean? Okay, you are asking for a definition. In the second case, what does this mean? You're asking for an explanation. Why did you do it? Okay, that is in this case the second one. Now, let's continue with another part. Let's see, for example, um, okay, next one. Let's erase this. Okay, that is the first meaning. That is the first meaning. Number two, I, I didn't, I didn't mean to. And we use here a verb. I didn't mean to. Oh my gosh. Okay, Gabriela, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, please help me with the tiki tikis, please. Tiki tiki on the screen and share the live, please. Give me your heart also. So we can get to 400 viewers. At this moment, we are 271. Okay. If you can help me with this to get 400 viewers, it will be great. We can find more students here, guys. I didn't mean to. Maybe you can say, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to, um, in this case, affect the project. When you say I didn't mean, it's like I didn't have the intention to do it. Like, for example, maybe you can say, oh, this video is horrible. And then the person says, "Oh my God, you're so mean." And you can say this, no? "Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you." Okay, I didn't mean to hurt you. Or maybe you visit your friend and you sit in the chair and the chair breaks. Okay, and the chair breaks. And then you say, "Oh, I've broke your chair. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't have the intention to do it." Okay, so this is like very common to say, I'm sorry. I did something. I didn't have the intention to do it, but I'm really sorry. Okay, that is in this case the second meaning of this word. I didn't mean to. Okay. That's something that you can do it, guys. Sometimes this happens. No? We say something, and maybe in from our point of view, it is fair. No? It is fair to do it. It was okay. But maybe the other person is very sensitive, or maybe she said, "Oh, you heard he was very rude." No, he was very rude. Obviously, in that case, you can say or you can apologize saying this, no? I didn't mean to. I didn't have the intention to. Okay. Now, what else? We can also say, you mean, okay, a lot. Okay, you mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to me. I didn't mean to hurt you. Yes, very good. You mean a lot to me. In this case, it's like you are very important. You are very important for me. I meant to call you sooner, but I was really busy. Very good, Jay. That's a good use of me too. Okay, in this case, you mean a lot to me. Now you are very important for me. Yes, you mean the whole world to me. Okay, yeah, very good, right? It sounds very nice. Oh, you mean the whole world for me or to me. It's like you are very important. Okay, you mean all the universe. You mean all the universe to me. Okay, you are very important for this person. Okay, so that is in this case another way to use mean. Now, this mean is also an adjective. Okay, mean is also an adjective. So mean is when the opposite of good. No? You can say, you are a good person, and the opposite could be, you are a mean person, or he's a mean person. Oh, he's a good person. He's very patient. He's very gentle. He's very nice. And on the other hand, we have, oh, he's a mean person. No? He is very rude. He speaks very aggressively. Okay, he's very moody, angry. Okay, in that case, we can use this other word. Okay, mean as an adjective. Okay, good or nice. You're a nice person, or you're a good person. On the other hand, the opposite would be you are a mean person. So, for example, we say, "Oh, don't be mean to me." Okay, don't be mean. Okay, we never say don't be bad. Okay, don't be mean. You're always mean to me. Don't be mean. Okay, don't be mean. Help me. No, I need to. I need money. Help me. Don't be mean. Okay. You can say this. This is the opposite of nice or good. Okay, you're a nice person. You're a gentle person. The opposite, you're a mean person. Okay, guys. Oh my God, there's a lot to explain here, guys. A lot of things to explain. I'm really sorry if I speak and speak and speak. Okay. He's a mean person to everyone around him. Yes, very good. Which part don't you understand, Calistenia? Yes, you mean everything to me. Yes, very good, user. It sounds like you know. Okay, your stream means a lot to me, teacher. Thank you, Scott. Okay, I didn't mean to hurt you. Exactly. I didn't mean to be rude. What does your words mean? Yes. No, but in that case, user, you have to say, what do your words mean? Because it's plural, your words. What do your words mean? Uh-huh. I need an explanation. Okay, tell me what did you mean? Uh, what did you what did you mean? Okay. The letters who what means is works for. It means no, but in this case, when you're talking about those letters, it stands for. For example, UNESCO. UNESCO stands for Universal. Na, 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 thing like that. Stands for. We don't say mean in this case. Let's continue now with the dictation, guys. Hmm. Your support means a lot to me. Your support means a lot to me. What do you mean by that? Yes, very good, Jay. What do you mean by that? Or what does it mean? Hey, what does it mean? Or what do you mean by that? Very good. Which part, Jay? I was reading a lot of sentences. Okay. Okay, yes. What do you mean by that? Yes, you can. It's very common too. It's very common. What do you mean by that? It's very common too. Okay, guys. Dictation. Come on, guys. Again, one more time. Listen and write. Okay, listen and write. Your support means a lot to me. Your support means a lot to me. Okay, an adjective. Exactly. These are the meanings in the case of a verb, and this is the adjective. Don't be mean. Exactly. If you spend your time, it means it means a lot. It means a lot to me. And it means no? It means a lot to me in that case. Okay, guys, let's write this sentence. Let's write this sentence. Okay, be supportive. Yes. It says, okay, perfect. This is that sentence, guys. Your support, your help, your assistance. Okay, means why? Because this is it. Okay, this is it. It means it means your support means. And when we connect these words, no, means it means a lot. It means a lot to me. Yes, guys, that's what I always say. No? Your support, guys, means a lot to me. It helps a lot. Okay, it's like interaction. No? You benefit, I benefit, both of us benefit. It means a lot to me. Okay, let's continue with the next verb. In this case, it will be. In this case, it will be mention, mention, mention. What does mention mean, guys? Mention. Okay. Doomed. It depends on the context, but doomed is like is a disaster, no? Something like so bad, no? I would understand, but if you can give me a sentence, it would be much better. To mention, yes, no? To say, to mention, and to tell someone something. Yes, you can that you can use that. To speak briefly, also to mention. What is the simple past and the past participle, guys? What is the simple past and past participle form? What is the simple past and past participle form? In this case, ed. Perfect. Mentioned. Mentioned. Okay, mention, mention in this case. Mention, mentioned. Guys, don't pronounce the letter E, please. Don't pronounce it. Mention, mentioned, mentioned, mentioned. Letter D. Okay, letter D. Mention, mention, mentioned. Okay. Write some sentences, please, in this part, and we can start in this case. And I'm going to give you some examples here. For example, we can say mention someone's name. Mention someone's name. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I for this award that I received. I want to mention my family. I want to mention my wife, my girlfriend. I want to mention Professor Smith. You know, he helped me a lot with all the research. I want to mention, and then in this case, mention someone or mention someone's name. I want to mention the principal of my school. No, you can use this a lot too. Okay, what else can we use in the case of mention? We can also say mention a topic. Okay, mention a topic. We can say mention. Okay, mention a topic. We can also say, um, I I want to mention, okay, the English class that we had today. Okay, it was very helpful. I want to mention it was very helpful. Okay, mention here. Mention a topic. Okay, we don't, it's not necessary to mention your family's problems. Okay, it's not necessary to mention your family's problems. You can say that too. Okay, mention a topic. In this case, maybe it is not very good, no? For example, to mention some how can you say this? Conflictive topics, yes. it is good to not mention them or to avoid them when you are meeting a person for the first time. Don't mention your salary or don't ask questions about the other person's salary. No, it's not like, hey, don't mention uh, money issues, right? Hey, how much do you earn? What's your salary? Come on, that's very impolite sometimes. Huh? Don't mention. Or in some cases, women don't like to mention their ages, right? How old are you? Oh, I don't know. I'm very young. They don't want to mention sometimes their ages. Okay, what else, guys? We can also say every time that we, for example, yes, you already mentioned it. When you say thank you, it's very common that you're going to listen to this phrase, no? Don't mention it. Oh, sorry. Don't mention it. Okay, so it's a good way to say, it's a good answer every time that you uh, that someone's tell you, thank you very much. Oh, you helped me a lot, thank you. And you say, don't mention it. It's not necessary to say or to say thanks. No? Don't mention it. Okay, you can say you're welcome. Don't mention it. Never mind. Yes, you can use a lot of things like that. Very good, guys. Let's continue with the following. Um, um, dun. Listen and write the following thing. Okay. Mm, he didn't mention the reason for leaving. He didn't mention the reason for leaving the house. He didn't mention the reason for leaving the house. Listen and write, guys. He didn't mention the reason for leaving the house. The break is doomed from the start. Ah, okay, very good. In this case, doom is like to be condemned to an end. Like, for example, it will not become real because it is condemned, no, or it is doomed to uh, finish or final. Okay, in that case, we can say it is doomed. Okay, and that's very common in the case of some projects of countries, right? And they start like, oh, this could be a good idea, but they don't. In this case, don't keep in mind like like the most basic things. So in that case, we can say, oh, it was doomed for. It was so crazy, but they wanted to do it that it was doomed or it was condemned or it was like very crazy to become something real for those reasons. Okay, Kenya, thank you so much. Okay, yes, because we can also say no in the case of doomed, like in the case of a disaster, no, we are doomed. We can't escape. We're doomed. It's like, oh, we this is our fine. This is a final. Okay, we are finished. We are doomed because of a disaster or something like that. He didn't mention the reason for leaving his house. Very good. Or leaving the house. Leaving the house. Okay, let's write in it. He didn't mention. I don't know why I continue writing the letter A here. I didn't mention, or he didn't mention. Okay, he didn't mention the reason. Okay, for leaving the house. Okay, he disappeared. He didn't say anything. He just went away. Okay, that in this case is the meaning of that. Very good, guys. Let's continue with. This is a very nice word. In this case, we're going to talk about meat. Okay, guys, what does meat mean? Meat. What does meat mean? What does it mean? Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much for those roses. I really appreciate it. Gabriela, thank you so much for the rose too. Thank you. Okay, he didn't mention the reason for leaving the house. Yeah, but remember, in this case, living is this verb, leaving, like going away, getting off the house, getting out of the house. What does, in this case, meet mean? Yeah, that's very good. To encounter someone, to see someone, yes. In this case, we can use meet for uh, having personal contact with someone for the first time. Okay, it could be meaning number one, to having personal contact with someone for the first time. Meaning number one. Meaning number two, in this case, is just to encounter someone or encounter with someone in a place. This is the second meaning, okay? To encounter or to gather together. Now, let's start with the simple past and past participle forms. First one in this case is met, right? Met. Yes. So it has two meanings. It has two meanings, okay? Maybe to have contact with for the first time. And number two, to gather or to encounter someone. Yes, very good, guys. Very good. So let's start with some examples here. Let's start some examples here. If you say meet someone for the first time, okay, meet someone. We're going to use here brackets here or some parentheses. Yes. Meet someone for the first time. Today, I had my first day of school. I had my first school day, or my first university day, and I met new people. I met new people. Some of them are very nice. Some of them are very gentle. Okay, I met new people. We can say. Um, I met a lot of friends at the party. I met a lot of friends at the party. You can also say, I met my girlfriend or I met my husband in a trip. I met my husband when I was traveling in Colombia. Okay, I met my wife traveling in Panama. Okay, or in my trip on my trip in Panama. I met someone for the first time. Okay, for the first time. That is in this case meaning number one. Okay, now number two, we can say meet with someone. Okay, in this case, we're talking about um, we know this person, maybe we are friends, we are family, but we coordinated, or maybe it was casual that we encounter in a specific place. Okay. For example, I met her at the party. Yes, very good. Excellent. We can say, I'm going to meet with my friends, or I'm going to meet my friends. Okay. Meet my friends, or meet with my friends. Okay. At the park. Okay. I'm going to meet with my friends, or I'm going to meet my friends at the school. I'm going to meet Percy at the hospital. I'm going to meet Percy, or I'm going to meet with Percy at the hospital. Okay, so we have these two possibilities, meet with or meet, and then you say the person. In this case, it is not for the first time, but because we are going to encounter. Okay, if I say with, we can also say that it could be a casual situation. Okay, or it was like not coordinated. Like for example, um, today I went to the supermarket and I met with, okay, and I met with Miguel. I met with Miguel. He was buying some groceries. In that case, it was like not a coordinated meeting. Okay. Now, number three. Okay, meet at. And then we can say meet at a time, no? Meet at 9 p.m. Or if we're talking about days, we meet on Mondays. Okay, meet at. We have a meeting, or we are going to meet. Okay, we are going to meet at. Okay, we're going to meet at 9. We have a meeting at night. We are going to meet, or all the managers are going to meet at 7 or at 9. Okay, we can say all the marketing department is going to have a meeting or is going to meet on Monday. We are going to have a meeting. We are going to meet. Okay, that is in this case the other meaning, to have a meeting, to have a reunion, a gathering. Okay, in that case, you can say meet at or meet on, no? If you can use a day. Okay, so that's the way it works, guys. Let's read your sentences there. Okay, welcome everyone that is arriving to the getting to the class. I'm going to meet them tomorrow. Yes. Oh, Dubai, thank you very much. Yes, you can. You can see the class on YouTube too. Uh, I'm going to leave. See you next. Okay, Dubai, thank you very much for being here. Meet me at the station at 6:40. Yes, exactly. I used to make a lot of new friends in my past. Yes, I met at the beach. I met but what? I met my close friend. I met my close friend on the beach. Okay, I met my close friend on the beach. Let's meet at 7 p.m. Yes, I met new people in the church and they are very good people. We don't say persons, we say people. They are very good people. Very good, guys, very good. I haven't met you face to face. I haven't met you face to face. Okay. Graciela, thank you so much. Very good. Very good. Dictation. Let's go to the dictation, guys. Dictation. Okay. Okay. I'll meet you at 5 p.m. 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 Listen, all right, guys. And remember, guys, please tiki on the screen. It helps a lot to get to 40K. I'll meet you at 5 p.m. I'll meet you at 5 p.m. Okay, that's in this case a sentence. Let's check your sentences there, guys. Do, 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 do. I'll meet you at 5 p.m. Yes, tiki, please, guys. It helps a lot. I see I am going to Canada next week. Oh, that's very good. Congratulations, Milesi. Milese or Milesi, I don't know. But hope that you have a good trip. Okay, I'll meet you. Look at this, guys. We're going to use a contraction. I'll meet you. Okay, I'll meet you at 5 p.m. Okay, that in this case is the sentence. I'll meet you. Okay, guys. Now I want you to. Okay, I want you to leave. Okay, blue hearts in the chat, please. Blue hearts emojis in the chat. I'll meet you. I'll meet you. Yes, very good. I'll meet you at 5 p.m. Blue hearts in the chat, guys. We are going to have, in this case, advertisement time. Okay, commercial time. In this case, guys, yes, please. Blue hearts in the chat. Blue hearts in the chat. I want to check if you're paying attention to the class or not. Please, I want to see you. Okay. And remember to keep tapping on the screen. Share the live. It helps a lot. We need to get to 400 viewers. Okay, let's see if we can get to 400 viewers too. Okay, thank you very much. So let's start with, in this case, I'm going to just have a break. Okay, have a break about. I'm going to tell you about the group classes. Okay, remember that our next group classes start on Monday. Okay, June the 2nd. So in this case, remember that we have three groups that we have in this case English, okay, and the second group is basic English, okay, basic English, and the third group is in this case are speaking classes for intermediate students, okay. So what are the what are the times that we're going to have these classes? Remember that all the classes here are in relation to Peru's time. So, at this moment, it is 1:49. 1:49, okay? And in the case of Inglés de Cero, we have here 4:30, 4:30 p.m. Peru's time, okay? Peru's time. In the case of the basic group, we have this group at 5:45 p.m. And in the case of the speaking classes, we have this at 7 p.m. Okay, these are like the three groups. Remember that the classes are on three times a day, 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 3 times, 1 hour each class. For in this case, for 4 weeks. Okay, 3 by 4, 12 hours over 12 classes. Now, in the case of the prices, okay, we have well, I'm from Peru, so if you live in Peru, the price is this. Okay, we're talking about 120. So, and in the case of if you live in a different country, this will be, we're talking about American dollars. Okay, so you have to check in this case the translation. If you want to join the classes, if you want to uh, join these classes, you can text me, in this case, to my personal WhatsApp. I'm going to write it down here. Okay. I'm gonna write here this 120 so. And in the case of other country, 42. Okay. And my personal number is this. Okay, if you want more information or if you want to join the classes, if you want to start with the classes, this is the number. Remember, all the classes are online. Okay, all the classes are online via Zoom. And each class has a maximum of 10 students, no more than that. Only up to 10 students per class because they are virtual classes, they are online classes, and sometimes because it is on they are online, it is a little difficult to monitor if everyone is, in this case, is dealing with or is learning or is doing the exercises correctly. That's why I prefer to have small groups instead of, I don't know, having 15, 20, 30, 40 students each class. Obviously, I will earn more money, but for me, it's not beneficial because you aren't going to learn enough. Okay. If you want to do that, maybe you can buy a course or something like that. Okay, so yes, this is a per month. Per month. In June, this is a price. If you want to continue next month, other the other payment. It's just one for all the month. Okay, and remember this is for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. No, well in Spanish, Lunes, Miércoles y Viernes. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of that. Yes, per month. And we're going to resume classes in 5 seconds. Okay, you can take a screenshot if you need more information. And we have to continue with a couple of verbs. Okay. Yes, yes, you can send me information if you want more information, Maria. Very good. Let's start. Let's continue with the next verb, guys. I'm going to erase this. And the next verb will be, okay, where is it? Okay, perfect. I'm going to erase this. We start on Monday, guys. So you have some days to join the classes. Okay. Next verb, in this case, we'll have me. And now we have the verb move. Move. Simple past, moved. Past participle, moved. Remember that we don't pronounce the letter E. Don't pronounce the letter E, guys, please. Move. Letter B. Move. 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 Simple past. Moved. Moved. Letter D. Moved. And moved. Let me. Okay. We are going to use this verb. What does it mean, guys? Gabriela, thank you so much for your gifts. Thank you. Okay. What does move mean, guys? What does move mean? Okay. What does move mean? It has two meanings, okay? Move in this case is number one, physically move your body in this case, huh? Oh, he's moving. Um, strange in an strange way, no? He's not moving correctly. Okay, he's not moving correctly. Okay, it doesn't move. No, oh my God, this is very heavy. It doesn't move. Okay, it doesn't move. Or when you're dancing, you can say, "Hey, you move very well." Yes, you move very well. Okay. Now, the second meaning in this case refers to move out of a place that you live. If you live in a place and you make the decision of going to a different place, in that case, we say, I'm moving to a new place. I live here, but I want to live now in this other place. In this case, you have to move. You have to take all your things or your belongings and move to a new house or a new apartment. In that case, we can use this word too. Okay, move. Okay, very good. If we say, for example, this word, move to a new city, move to a new city. Yes, you can use in this case to move to. I'm gonna move to a new city. Okay. I'm not gonna live, I want to live in New York. I'm going to move to New York. I'm going to move to Madrid. I'm going to move to California. Okay, in this case, we can use the preposition to. Move to. Because maybe we had a offer, a new job offer, for example. We can say move to. Okay, very good, guys. Let's start with the following part, okay? Following sentence, guys. Okay, listen and write. They moved to Australia last year. They moved to Australia last year. They moved to Australia last year. We moved to Australia last year. Listen and write, guys. We moved to Australia last year. Yeah, moving, move out are phrasal verbs, but it's very good. It's very good. They moved to Australia last year. Okay, they moved to Australia last year. Australia, remember Australia. I'm going to move to another country. Very good. You move very well. He moved the car to parking garage. Yes. I'm going to move. I'm going to move out of my neighbor. I'm going to move out of my neighborhood in my city. Or I'm going to move to a new neighborhood in my city. Okay. Yes, very good, guys. Let's write it down. Let's write it down. They moved. Okay, we were talking about last year, so this is simple past. They moved to. They moved to Australia. Australia, guys. Us. Okay, us. Australia. 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 Okay, Australia last year. Australia. In this case, we use schwa. Australia. Very good, guys. That in this case is all that we're going to do for today. I have to leave now because I'm going to start classes in a moment. And that's all that we're going to have here, guys. So thank you very much. I'm going to finish here with you guys. Okay. We're going to continue with this on Monday. Okay, so thank you very much for being here. I'm going to start saying goodbye here in YouTube, on YouTube here. Okay, bye bye. And we are finishing with the classes now. Okay, see you around, guys. Bye bye.